Alright. Let's slow this thing right down today. Really slow it down. And come walk with me for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking. And if you've just landed here on this walk, I'm Stuart. That is Rambo. That's my little dog. He's a wee miniature poodle. And he's known in this neck of the woods as the cult leader. And a lot of people go, I'm taking my dog a walk. But in this dynamic, it's like, no, Dad, I'm taking you a walk. And we're not here to fix you. We're not here to preach at you. I guess the aim, the main Rambo trying to achieve in these walking talks is regulation. Regulate your nervous system. And today we're on a beach in a little town called Limeña. And I don't think there's a better place to regulate yourself than by the sea. Just listening to the waves crashing in and out. It's amazing. Also, what else is there? The rain battering off your window and you're cozied up in your bed. So soothing, so relaxing, so stress relieving, so it is. But the theme we're going to cover today is rules. Giving you some rules to help you not spiral over the next couple of weeks during the Christmas holidays. Because from my experience, we're working with a lot of women during this time, and personal experience, it is probably one of the most triggering times of the year. Christmas. So triggering for many reasons. And many of the reasons I've spoke over this series in terms of the old wounds getting triggered to the surface. Right, whether it's the childhood wounds, whether it's breakup wounds, whatever it may be, and we fall into old roles, old dynamics. Some of the ones I've been chatting about, the good girl, performing for approval, the fixer, always managing the relationships within your life, walking on eggshells, managing people, their emotions. We have the little soldier, being the strong one, no taking any rest, no showing any vulnerability. And the list could go on, man. It could go on and on and on. And this is what I want to ask you before we get into the meats and bones of the rules. What has been triggering you lately? What's been triggering you this month? What's triggering you now? Have you took a moment to check in with yourself and ask yourself that key question? Because it's something I ask myself every single day. Stuart, what is triggering you? Especially when my energy's feeling a wee bit off. It's so key. And it's something I ask my clients every day. Check in with yourself. What's triggering you? So take a moment to ask yourself that. It could be family, your relationship, could be financial pressure, whatever it may be. Because when we've got the trigger, we can then ask, how is this making me feel? And it might be making you feel stressed, anxious, lonely, tired, whatever it may be. So take a wee moment, pause, relax, maybe get in tune with the waves coming in out here, and do that check-in, especially if you've not took a moment for yourself, you've not took a breather. Everything's getting on top of you. This is the ideal time to do it. And if you're feeling brave at the moment, let us know what's triggering you in the comments, how it's making you feel. And also, if you're feeling brave enough, also add where are you from in this fine world, because I like to see where everyone's tuning in from on these walks. And like I always say, the best thing to do is get the earplugs in and come and walk. Come and walk with me and Rambo and regulate yourself, man. So now that we've got the trigger, Now we've got how it's making you feel. How can we start the process of, let's say, soothing our nervous system, changing our state, man? And I'm going to go through some of these rules, physically, mentally and emotionally. And the first one I'm going to start with is physically, because I think it's the easiest and simplest one. And physical movement for me, and what someone says to me a long time ago, they say, Stuart, putting your body under physical stress relieves mental stress. How many times have you been a walk, Stuart, to clear your head? And I was like, fuck, every single day. Like now, I'm out a walk to clear my head. So that's one of my rules and non-negotiables, is get out, get moving every day, just walking. And a lot of mindset stuff that I work with the women within my programs is they've all got the same type of mindset, all or nothing. They're either all in or they're in a long period of sabotaging themselves. So what I help them do is adopt the all or something mindset. So doing something is better than doing nothing. So when it comes to this first rule, like getting out a walk, is just get out and do what you can. Whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or a long walk in nature, it does not matter. What matters is we're just getting out. We're getting our body moving, we're getting a little sweat on. We are starting to clear any mental pressure, any stress, any tension that's building up in our body, in our mind, in our emotions. And when we get out walking, and you'll probably agree with me, it brings some focus and clarity to whatever it is you've been overthinking about lately. So first one is just commit to a walk, whatever that looks like per day. Doesn't need to be massive, it just has to be something. The next rule when it comes to physical is add some water into your routine. Just drinking a cup of water every day. Just hydrating yourself. It's got to be massively important. Right? Because you know, if you're like me, I can drink 2-3 cups of coffee a day and massively dehydrate myself. So adding water in there, adding a wee bit of hydration goes a long way, so it does. And then the next one, the third and final one when it comes to physically, is food. Food. This is the hardest one to master, innit? Is our diet. And I'm not going to give you any diet tips here. Right, so it's come up to Christmas and I know I'll certainly be having a few mince pies. I'll be overindulging. I'll be eating my Christmas dinner, my turkey and all that good stuff, right? Because what's life without a wee bit of naughtiness? But we also have to have a wee bit of balance. And one of the things that I see a lot of women doing is sabotaging themselves in an evening after 8 p.m. That's when they binge on the food. That's when they eat all their calories so they can go through all day starving themselves, and then when the kids are at bed or they've sat down and the cupboard's got on, the biscuits, and they sabotage themselves, eat about 3,000, 4,000 calories between 8 and 11 at night. So all I'm going to suggest is we set a rule. No food after 8 p.m. How does that sound? Because that's going to limit the damage. Damage limitation is what I'm looking for, right? So 8 p.m. is your rule. And this is me saying you don't eat. It's not me saying you can't eat this, you can't eat that. Eat whatever you want, but just eat it between when you get up in the morning to 8 p.m. at night. And then this rule will make a massive difference to your energy, your weight, your mindset. It is so important. So physically, walk, water, and close the kitchen at 8 p.m. and do that little fast. Right, do that little fast around till you get up the next day and you can start eating. Next up, we've got mental, the mindset. Right, what what triggers us mindset wise. I'm going to put Rambo in the the lead because there's a big massive dog over there, isn't there, son? That's Rambo. He's on the lead because there's a big massive dog getting walked there, and I don't trust Rambo because you're too damn friendly, ain't you, son? There he's there, look. He's been put on the lead, so he has. Right, so rules when it comes to your mindset, your routine, your habits. And the very, very first one is the phone. A little boundary with the phone. Right, phones are so addictive, aren't they? So addictive in this day and age. You look at your screen time now, bet you're like, oh fuck, I wish, or I hope nobody sees that, because you would be embarrassed about it. And mine's is like the exact same. And I think it's self-awareness here. Like self-awareness around our phone. Because this time of the year massively knocks us off routine. It's just the nature of it, innit? We finish up for work for 2 weeks, schools finish up, we stay up a wee bit later, we can then watch Netflix marathon to 2-3 in the morning, and it knocks us out of sync. So the big one for me is, same as the food one, have a wee boundary around your phone. And the one I like to set for myself personally, and the one I suggest to my clients, is no phone in bed. No phone in bed. You might be thinking, damn, that's got to be too hard. Because I'm in my bed every night scrolling, watching YouTube, you name it. But what I'm not saying is you don't have to no scroll or no YouTube, but do that on your sofa. Right, if you're going to stay up on your phone, scroll, doomsday scrolling, whatever it is, your sofa is where it's done, and your bed is where you go and sleep. Your bed is where you go and sleep. It's a no phone, no go zone, no phone zone, no phone zone, right? No phone zone. And I'm going to look at my notes to see what the next one is, because I've bloody forgot. Right, big one here. Right, decision making. Decision making at this time of year. So the rule around your decisions and your choices are, when you feel dysregulated, when you feel tired, emotional, you feel impulsive, you don't make any choices, you don't make any decisions around your finances, your relationships. You don't make any big decisions when you are emotional and dysregulated. How many times over the course of just your life that you've made decisions emotional and you're like, why the hell did I do that? Why the hell did I do that? And you regret it. So over the next 2 weeks, no decisions, no choices, right? When you are emotional, when you are dysregulated, because that has got to massively help you, right? Massively help you. And lastly, is every single day do a brain dump. Right? Everything that you're overthinking about in your life, everything that's building up on you, pressure, stress, worry, get a bloody notepad and pen and just get it on paper. Like walking, like putting your body under the physical stress, relieves the mental stress. So does getting your thoughts into this physical reality. It helps you see the bigger picture clearer. And what I'm a big believer in is anything that you're feeling stressed about, you're overthinking in your life, whatever it may be, is get it down on paper and list it in little bullet points. And then go through it and ask yourself, what is within my control here? And that's all you do when you get through the list. And you score out everything that's not within your control. And then when you see the list, you're like, okay, I've got a list of things that I'm in control of. I can now start putting solutions to them. And see everything that I've scored out that's not within my control, I've not got to worry about it. Because, well, it's not within your control, man, so there's no point. Right? There's no point in worrying about it. That's for sure. Right, now we're talking about emotional rules. So the first emotional rule is no emotional outsourcing. And what I mean by that is don't be bleeding your emotions, your inner world onto people within your life who have not earned that kind of trust. Right? Because when we bleed emotion onto people, it will do two things. It will trigger them and they will run away. It will smother them. It will possibly they will use it against you as well. So no outsourcing of emotion. No chance. Right? Don't outsource your emotion. Only outsource it to someone who is trusted. I'm a big believer of therapy, a therapist where you can go and here, take all that, you sit with it to a professional who you trust. And this is no me saying you have to go get therapy every bloody week, not a chance. It just means that you've got a place where you can go and get that emotion, whatever it is that's building up within, right, within you. So important. Next up, rule number 2, name it before you numb it. So name the emotion before you try and escape it. So let's say you're sitting on the sofa one night and you feel yourself feeling lonely. And that lonely leads you to making bad decisions, bad choices, reaching out to a toxic ex, whoever it may be. So name that emotion first and foremost so you can put a healthier coping mechanism in action next to it. Okay, I'm feeling lonely, I'm not going to reach out to a muppet, but I'll reach out to a friend to build connection, which will make me feel better. Whether you're feeling triggered with stress, anxious, right, name it. Name it before you numb it. Right, and the last rule for emotions is no abandoning yourself to keep the peace over the next 2 weeks. Right, no people pleasing, no saying yes to dates, to requests, to making 5 Christmas dinners. Right, do not abandon yourself to keep the peace. Remember, saying no is your bloody damn best friend when it comes to your self-respect. That's us wrapped up the rules. As I said, if you can stick to them to the best of your ability, do something in every single rule there, then we'll be going into January feeling motivated, feeling ready, feeling inspired, feeling as if this year, right, has not been a write-off. I've finished it strongly and I'm going into 2026 ready to have the best year of your life. If you want to go deeper, right, into this subject, into improving yourself, especially within relationships, just click this video. And if you're ready for some accountability, just go to the description and download my free 7-day self-respect reset. And we'll see you next Sunday. Cheers.